In February of 2008, Carrie and the boys and I went on a trip. We went up to ski and we're having a great time, and all of a sudden I thought, you know, something feels not right, and I noticed that I had a lump in my right breast and thought, you know, I probably need to get that checked. And when I went into the doctor, same doctor that I'd had for a long time, he said, oh, Jim, I don't think anything's wrong. I think it's fine. You know, you're healthy, you're young, but just to be on the safe side, go ahead and get a mammogram. And I thought, you know what, we're going on spring break. I don't have time for this silly stuff. You know, and any mom out there knows, you know, you're getting ready, you're rushing around. So I thought, you know, I don't have time, and I think I might just go ahead and put this off until we get back. Well, something inside of me said, no, you need to take care of it. And that something, of course, you know, was God. I ended up going in, and one thing led to another, and then on March 14th, 2008, I guess I ended up hearing the words that somebody that's 43 years old never thinks they'll hear this young in life, Jimma, you have breast cancer. And I guess when I heard those words, I remember Carrie and I sitting in the doctor's office looking at one another, and I could feel my whole body just go numb. I thought, this is not happening to me. This doesn't happen, to people that, you know, are good people and love the Lord. And, you know, I just, why is this happening? And I just looked up and I said, God, why is this happening? We spent a week at my mom's, just kind of like robots walking around thinking about, you know, what surgeries to get and who was, you know, going to take care of the boys, and just, you know, long-term decisions, short-term decisions. And I remember my mom came back with us and stayed with us for a while, and I broke down one day and I talked to a really good friend on the phone, and she said, Jimma, I want you to write out the 91st Psalm. I want you to write it out as if God is speaking straight to you. And 2 o'clock in the morning one night, I sat down and I did just that. And I remember at the very end of that, I got down on my knees and I said, okay, Lord, I just want you to show me what you want me to do here. You know, make an impact here. You know, of course I want you to heal me, but better yet, I want you to show me why this is happening and what you want me to do with it. And that is truly where my journey really did begin. Every day is intentional. You know, I always remember to tell everybody I love them. I make sure that that my friends know I love them. We set up a website so that we didn't have to answer questions over and over again. And you know, anytime I have an opportunity to let somebody know that God loves them, or, you know, anything that's happened to me, everything that's happened to me is by the grace of God. God has allowed me to live, and, you know, I would love to take the credit for being healthy and eating the right things and doing the right things, but, you know, I'm a walking, breathing miracle, and there's no doubt in my mind that I am here because so many people prayed for me, and I'm a walking around answered prayer, I guess, you know. As of June 24th, 2009, I am officially in remission, and that is totally due to answered prayer and God just totally allowing me to be healed. You know, even if it's just for the moment, God has allowed me some extra time here on this earth to make an impact, not just in my own family's lives, but in every life that I touch. I remember the first time I walked into the chemo room, and I had no idea what to expect. And I sat down between two ladies. One lady was an older lady. Actually, they were both older ladies, but one lady was just sweet and perky and full of life and full of the Lord, and the other lady was real depressed and down in the dumps and very sad. And I remember sitting between those two women and saying, God is showing me lightness and darkness, and I want to be light. I want my children to see light in me, and I want others to see light in me, and I can make a choice how I'm going to let this cancer affect me. I tell you, as a sister and as a mom and as a friend and as a wife, cancer has truly impacted my life. I've seen what it truly means to be not just a good wife and a good sister and a good mom, but one that wants Jesus to shine through her. I make a point, even if I don't have time to have coffee, I make a point to have coffee with those girlfriends that mean the world to me, because you know what? Those dishes can wait. I may not get the chance to do that again. If somebody, makes an impact in my life, I let them know. I pray with them on the phone. I don't wait until I see them the next time. I do it right then. I give my kids hugs, lots and lots of hugs. It is amazing what God has allowed, something that's been so devastating to our family, how He's allowed it to be something that's been something I would actually, believe it or not, I would actually do it again, because I have never felt as close to the Lord, and every single day of my life I take as if it were my last. I make it special. We don't have a gift of tomorrow. We have a gift of today, and it, I make use of those gifts, and I am without a doubt a true walking miracle. And it's all because I've been healed, and it's the answered prayer from people that have prayed for me, and I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. I recommend everybody live life as if today is your last day, and it will certainly make a difference.